Do you expect them to have similarly dramatic moves, or is there a major rotation that you're expecting?
Well, John, we've already witnessed this happen in large caps. Nvidia's risen 40% in 8 trading days. So when someone says the Russell 2000, which is made of even cheaper companies, can't rise 40% in the next 5 months, they're forgetting that we've already seen huge moves in the mega caps. I don't think the mega caps have to go down.
Do you expect it to happen in isolation with the small caps is what I'm getting? I know that Nvidia's done that. Some other stocks have done that themselves. But if you're talking about all of the small, the small caps as an index moving up that much, what do these other things do?
Well, I think that a 40% move in small caps doesn't mean the rest of the market goes down. I just think that's going to highlight that the market is broadening, which is something we all expect, but it's also basically doing a risk-reward analysis, which is, look, I think if you can get 18% earnings growth and pay 10 times earnings, perhaps that's a good risk-reward. And I think money that's on the sidelines or people who've been thinking bonds are going to be and cash is a place you want to stick for the next 5 years, but if the Fed starts cutting, they're going to look for places where there's good risk-reward, and I think that's small caps.
Nvidia, a titan in the tech industry, is once again capturing global attention with a groundbreaking revelation that promises to reshape the landscape of technology as we know it. As continuous advancements in technology redefine the boundaries of what's possible, Nvidia steps boldly into the spotlight with an announcement that feels straight out of a science fiction novel: AI that moves ever closer to human form. This revolutionary idea, once the subject of speculative fiction, was presented by Masataka Osaki, Nvidia's Vice President of Worldwide Field Operations, during the esteemed Global Management Dialogue event in Tokyo. There, Osaki shared a vision of the future where AI assumes a more human-like presence, signaling a significant leap forward in technological evolution. As Japan gears up to integrate AI as a core element of its national growth, the world watches eagerly. Nvidia's stock, reflecting a surge this year, serves as a testament to its impact on the industry. The company has not only captured the imagination of tech enthusiasts and industry experts alike, but has also instigated an essential dialogue about the future direction of technology. But with this new direction, there arise questions of strategy. Is Nvidia moving to cement its role as a global leader in the fast-paced world of AI? How will this transformative approach redefine its footprint on the technological stage? And more importantly, how does this influence the broader tech ecosystem, from startups to established giants? Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
Well, NVIDIA is really important because it's underpinning really what is driving the U.S. economy, which is a real push towards productivity, using basically digital tools and automation. That's a very important disinflationary trend. And of course, the U.S. companies, all of the big ones are all the U.S. I mean, it's a global phenomenon that benefits U.S. companies. So I think it's incredibly important. But NVIDIA, trading at 26 times forward earnings isn't that demanding a stock either. So it's not like I would say sell NVIDIA to buy small caps. I think NVIDIA is still a long-term buy.
Now, what about the holiday season and the consumer who's very stretched, particularly the working class consumer? What kinds of numbers perhaps did you expect to see at the beginning of that season? Oftentimes that can set the tone for how retail stocks and some other things perform.
Yeah, the consumer is under stress. I mean, it's known that things that are high interest rate, like credit card, auto loans, HELOCs, adjustable rate mortgages, these are all subject to Fed policy.
Imagine a world where AI does not just augment human capabilities, but also embodies them. Pictured in Osaki's ambitious introduction is a future where AI entities walk alongside us, indistinguishable in capability and perhaps even semblance, handling complex tasks and making decisions with a remarkable degree of human-like understanding. This concept isn't merely an extension of current technologies, it's a reimagining of AI's potential that challenges our preconceived notions. In a remarkable shift akin to when the Beatles reinvented music with their unparalleled blend of art and technology, NVIDIA's approach offers an unprecedented fusion that could redefine societal norms. Attendees of the Global Management Dialogue were treated to more than just a vision for the future. They witnessed a promise of a paradigm shift. This bold direction prompts us to consider, if AI can emulate the intricate workings of the human brain, What other areas ripe for innovation might AI eventually overlay with simplicity and efficiency? That said, the anticipation surrounding Nvidia's strategic moves is palpable, echoing across industry conversations worldwide. From tech hubs in Silicon Valley to burgeoning innovation centers in Asia, experts are intensely scrutinizing how AI's evolution might unfold, fostering spirited debates about the ethical implications and the balancing act between technological potential and societal impact. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Nvidia's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
Well, there's a couple reasons, Scott. The first is that I think markets are much more focused on inflation reports and CPIs next week and the June FOMC meeting on Wednesday. And the second, which of course we think is going to just show a continued improvement in inflation. But the second is that stocks really historically have done well in the week following the release of the employment report, rising roughly 70% of the time. And it implies roughly 70 to 80 points in the S&P. Of course, it would be better if it was a soft jobs report, and it wasn't.
Well, it's funny you say that. It would be better if it was a soft jobs report, because I think the market spent a good amount of today deciding, what it was. Was it good news is good news is bad news? I mean, if the market doesn't necessarily need rate cuts, why is a softer report better? Why can't we just be happy with good news? Labor market's strong, economy's hanging in, don't need rate cuts, and still may get them later this year.
I generally agree with you, Scott, but as you know, there's a faction of both market participants and the FOMC that view some of this data as too hot for them to be comfortable with. And I think, the more positive data points you get, the more you might actually start to see markets price in a hike. And so I think you're right. There is a Goldilocks window, but it's safer to say bad news is good news because those actually clearly take away inflationary pressures.
Nvidia's concentrated efforts in the Asian AI sector illustrate not just opportunistic expansion, but a deep-rooted strategy informed by extensive research and nuanced understanding of diverse markets. The company's entry into India, a country bursting with AI potential, underscores Nvidia's commitment to being at the forefront of technological integration. By anchoring itself in such pivotal tech epicenters, Nvidia displays its strategic acumen, maintaining a market capitalization that rivals entire nations. In fact, not far behind the economic milestones of powerhouses like Germany and Italy. This expansion represents more than simple business growth. It marks a commitment to fostering global technological ecosystems that can adapt and thrive in an increasingly digital world. Such formidable growth, nearly tripling its stock value in just a year, positions Nvidia not just as a player but as a leader reshaping the finish line of tech innovation itself. As investors worldwide sharpen their focus on Nvidia, evaluating its vast potential, conversations arise. Does this valuation signal a peak or simply a waypoint in an ongoing journey toward revolutionary breakthroughs? Can Nvidia sustain not only its financial momentum but also its visionary role in pushing the boundaries of what AI can achieve? But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
I know a lot of people don't necessarily trust polls, but I think the quality and the adjustments to the polls have made them more accurate, so I think it is really a toss-up, and it's going to be a very close election. And something our clients are preparing for, because we did a survey last week, 76% don't think we'll have a winner declared election night. And 43% roughly expect it 1 week after. So I think markets are kind of bracing for this period of uncertainty. I think that's why many of the trades have reversed.
We've also heard about some of the trading houses that are not going to be putting any software updates in this week, even some people who want to be here rather than overseas to make sure they're closer on the ground to see what happens, too.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a week where there's going to be a lot of worry. One thing I was thinking about over the weekend, though, is I think the market's fear of uncertainty will peak before. It's very likely it peaks before the election outcome's actually decided.
As Nvidia's story continues to unfold, the company positions itself at a dynamic intersection of innovation and market dominance, offering a compelling display of both potential and prowess. The initiatives under Osaki's forward-looking approach appear ready not merely to participate in the future, but to define it. Current evaluations of Nvidia stock at $140.52 per share indicate that the exceptional growth witnessed this year might only be the introductory chapter of a far longer saga of advancement and innovation. Beyond financial metrics, Nvidia's journey prompts fundamental questions about the nature of human-machine interaction and the ultimate goals of AI research and deployment. With numerous market analysts predicting further escalation in stock value, Nvidia's pursuits to interlace AI with the global fabric of daily life have undeniably captured the interest of both current and prospective investors. In financial hubs worldwide, as spirited dialogues unfold, one question consistently emerges. Can Nvidia sustain this momentum, consistently outperforming market expectations and outpacing its competitors? And as the AI landscape becomes increasingly competitive, how will Nvidia continue to differentiate itself, both in technology and in market influence? Yet beyond the financial allure, Nvidia's strides in technology stir a sense of wonder and re-evaluation, even among those who maintain a skeptical view of such rapid advancements. As the narrative of tech developments accelerates, Nvidia's path offers a captivating narrative that both inspires and challenges conventional thinking. Where do you envision Nvidia's path leading in the next decade? This dynamic field is fraught with possibilities, eagerly anticipating the valuable insights and engagement of inquisitive minds worldwide. The future remains an open book filled with potential and discovery, ready for further exploration of Nvidia's role in shaping what's next. As we stand on the cusp of technological transformation, Nvidia's journey is not just a technological evolution, but a catalyst for broader societal change, inviting us all to partake in the dialogue of shaping a future where AI and humanity coexist in unprecedented harmony. And finally, if you would like to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there!